Hey, what is going on, everyone? It's me, Mr. Mario, and what do I have in my right hand? Oh my god, it's a Nexus 4! Yes, I actually got one of these devices, and I've owned it for about 3 weeks now, but I've wanted to wait to do a review. I wanted to wait at least 2 weeks owning the device because I really wanted to get a feel for the device. I wanted to see how good of a phone it would have been, and let me just say, this is an awesome phone. I had the unboxing, but of course people wanted to review, and I'm bringing you all a review. So as you can see, here is the Nexus 4. Yes, I got my hands on one. It isn't as rare as it used to be now, but we can go ahead and delve into the next Google flagship phone, which is available right now. Is it really worth the money? Is it worth going out and getting? And how does it stack up compared to all the other phones out there? So first of all, I just want to cover, why did I pick the Nexus 4 out of all the other devices? Well, I'm still under contract with AT&T, which means right now I don't have a new phone lineup thing coming up. I can't renew my phone for cheap. So that would mean I would have to pay out the butt for really any phone out there. Now you got the Samsung Galaxy S3, which is nice, but that's about $600 out of contract. You got the iPhone 5, a top tier model of it's like $700, $800 out of contract. But the Nexus 4 comes pre-unlocked. You can buy it straight from Google, and it is only $300 for an 8GB model. Or if you're like me and you decided to get the 16GB model, you can double your storage for $50 more. So $350 for a 16GB model of a phone outside of contract, pre-unlocked, you're good to go, and it will work anywhere in the world. So all you need is a micro SIM card on this, and you are good to go. Now what about the phone itself? Well, I can say, I'm going to show some footage here of the phone up close pretty soon, but I can say this phone is very sleek, very nice, very lightweight. I believe the resolution on it is 1280 by 768, and it is 320 ppi. I believe that's what it is. And I'll honestly say, coming from a 3GS to this phone, the first night I had this phone, my eyes hurt because the resolution on here was so much better. It has a 4.7-inch diagonally measured screen, which is really, really nice to have. And, I mean, it fits great in your hand. It's really, really nice. Gorilla Glass on here as well, so for the first few days I had it, I didn't even use a screen protector, but I felt like it was okay. It's a very, very nice phone for all of that stuff. So what we are looking at right here is the actual phone. Now as you can see, the only thing I have on here that is added on that you will not get is a screen protector, but check this out. The phone is great looking. It is a beautiful, sleek, very light, very, very nice phone. I believe it is only 139 grams in weight, which is very light, very ergonomical, all that good stuff. As you can see, we have the really nice 4.7-inch diagonal screen on here, and it just looks great. I mean, that's it right there, but overall you have a really sleek, very nice phone. Now the headphone jack is at the top of the phone, which I really don't like, honestly. I'd rather have it on the bottom, but what can you do? That's how it is on every phone. As you can see here, we got one microphone input here, microphone input at the bottom, along with our micro USB slot. On the side here, we have the volume rocker. Right next to that, the micro SIM card input. And on the back here, we have the power and unlock button. That's about it. Now we have the back here, which is really, really nice, as you all can see. Got the 5.0 megapixel camera, which can record in full 1080p. And we got the front-facing camera here, which is only 1.3 megapixels, but it can go up to 720p, which is nice to have. I can say that for the price you're paying, you get a very fast phone. Now on here, you get the Snapdragon S4 quad-core 1.5 gigahertz CPU. And how fast is it? Well, right here, you're looking at a picture of me downloading Epic Citadel. And I'm going to show some footage of Epic Citadel as well, being bench tested and all that. But let me just say that this phone is fast. I've had no issues with this, and you will have no lag on this phone, especially with Jelly Bean, and Google is really going to be doing a good job updating this thing. Alright everyone, so as you can see right here, here is the free app that I'm showing, Epic Citadel, which demonstrates the Unreal Engine on this phone. It is for Android devices, it is free for your tablet, for your phone, whatever, and as you can see, it runs it easily at about 60 frames a second. Now, it dips down at some points, but I'm going to show the full benchmarking test on here. It's a thing that you can actually play, walk around, it's really cool, but these are better graphics than an Xbox or a PS2 game, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut on some music and stop talking on here, but I'm going to show you the full bench test. I'm not speeding up the footage, and you'll be able to see the results at the end. Now, the cameras on here, I can say, are pretty good. On the back, you have a 5.0 megapixel camera, which I kind of wish was more, but, you know, you get what you can get, I guess. You get a 5.0 megapixel camera. It shoots in full HD, so 1920 by 1080, which is really nice. And on the front, you get a 720p maximum resolution camera. However, it is 1.3 megapixels, so it isn't the best, but I can say that the quality looks astounding. I mean, it was great to edit and all that. Now, I've really been pushing how good this phone is, but are there any downsides to the phone? Well, I can honestly say, one, I really don't like how the headphone jack is on the top here. I really wish it was on the bottom, but, you know, you get what you can get. The battery life on here, I'll say it leaves something to be desired. Now, you don't get this on a stock device, however, I did some tweaks on mine, and I have a custom kernel running on here. It's Franco's kernel, which gives me amazing battery life, but out of the box, stock, you'll get maybe 6 to 8 hours battery life, which is kind of lackluster, and you have no removable battery on here, which, unfortunately, let's just be honest, it kind of sucks. The final thing is, there is no expandable storage on here, so I would highly recommend spending that extra $50 getting a 16 gigabyte model as opposed to the 8 gigabyte model, because the only way you'll be able to upgrade your storage later on is if you buy a new model of the phone. Aside from that though, what I really like about this phone is that it's the flagship title right now for Google. It's their flagship phone. It's a Nexus device, so you know it's going to get great support now and great support in the future, both from homebrewers and from Google themselves. And I mean, it's a really nice phone to have. It's just really reliable. You know it's going to be good. And the Nexus lineups are always great. And honestly, I can say right now, this is the best phone I've ever owned. And I'm just going to stick to the Nexus line right now, okay? Personally, I'm not running any custom ROMs on here. Now, I will be honest, this voids your warranty, but I did root the phone. However, I'm running the stock ROM on here because the stock ROM is amazing. It's all Google. It's just straight Google, and that's exactly what I want. I'm not looking for bloatware. I want all of my Google apps available to me, and it's perfect for that. It really is. So, Jelly Bean is great on here. I can't stress how awesome this phone is. And I can honestly say, for the budget price of a smartphone like this, for $300 or $350, it is totally worth it. In fact, I feel like I underpaid for this phone. So, at the end of the day, you see me up against this wall, and you might be asking, Mario, is it really worth getting this phone? Is it worth making this video over? Yes, this phone is fantastic. If you are looking for a reliable, decently priced, great Android device as a phone that you know will have some longevity in the phone scene, I would highly recommend getting the Nexus 4. And right now it's only, 3-4 months old. So it's still a very new phone to have. As I said, you can get this straight from Google. I'll put a link down in the description. You can get it straight from Google. $300 American for an 8GB model, $350 American for a 16GB model. I'd highly recommend getting the 16GB model. But anyways, this is Mr. Mario signing off with the Nexus 4. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope I persuade some of you all to get it, and I hope that I helped some of you all out when deciding for a phone.